Welcome to the Game Week 16 team selection. After failing to score against Watford, Harry Kane has now blanked in 8 of his 14 Premier League games this season. His tally of 10 goals remains impressive, but for many of us, the issue is Kane's lack of consistency, which has seen him fail to return as a captain on multiple occasions this season. So it's understandable that some FPL managers are looking to sell the Spurs forward, at least until his double game week in January. But there is a lack of premium options to replace him. Romelu Lukaku has scored just once in his last 8 Premier League games, while Sergio Aguero continues to lose minutes to Gabriel Jesus. If you are planning to sell Kane, it may be worth waiting until you have 2 free transfers to redistribute the funds elsewhere in your squad upon making the downgrade to a cheaper forward. For now though, he remains in the FPLtips team, and here's a look at how we're likely to line up for Game Week 16. Nick Pope is likely to be the only option between the sticks, after Rob Elliott appears to have lost his place for Newcastle. Burnley have conceded 1 goal in each of their last 3 games, and it might be a tough ask to keep out Watford this weekend, considering their strong goal-scoring form. Only Man City and Liverpool have scored more goals on the road than Marco Silva's side. Despite a lack of clean sheets last game week, the defenders are unchanged, with a fairly promising set of fixtures ahead for them in Game Week 16. Mustafi was withdrawn through injury against Manchester United, and although there hasn't been an update as of yet, it didn't appear to be too serious. But Ben Mee will come in as a replacement if the Arsenal defender fails to recover for the trip to Southampton. Raheem Sterling has started each of the last 5 Premier League games, and with his crucial involvement in 4 goals during that period, Pep Guardiola is unlikely to leave him out of Sunday's Manchester derby at Old Trafford. Watford's Richarlison has failed to return a goal or assist during their last 2 matches, in home games against Spurs and Manchester United. He's been unable to produce a shot on target during that period, but has struck the woodwork, and his 6 efforts from inside the box is behind only Eden Hazard amongst midfielders. Mo Salah has shown incredible consistency to find FPL returns in each of the last 7 game weeks. His tallies of 8 goals and 16 shots on target during that period ranks him first on both accounts amongst Premier League players. And it's the in-form Eden Hazard who completes the midfield, ahead of Chelsea's away trip to West Ham. His tally of 11 shots on target during the last 4 game weeks is more than any other player has managed. Alvaro Morata has taken 7 efforts on target during their last 4 game weeks, which is on par with Mo Salah. Only Alexis Sanchez and Eden Hazard have managed more. The Chelsea man remains the top scoring FPL forward, having contributed to 13 Premier League goals so far this season. Spurs forward Harry Kane has scored just 1 point less than Morata in total, but his last brace was against Liverpool back in Game Week 9. He's taken 6 shots on target during the last 4 game weeks, ranking him joint 6th amongst Premier League players. Finally, Tammy Abraham lines up for Swansea's home fixture against West Brom, although Ruben Loftus-Cheek remains an alternative for Crystal Palace's home fixture against Bournemouth. Abraham has been directly involved in 5 of Swansea's 8 goals this season, and only 5 teams have conceded more goals than West Brom during their last 4 game weeks. The 2 in-form players to consider for captaincy are of course Eden Hazard and Mo Salah. But Chelsea travelled to a West Ham side that were impressive against Man City last weekend, while Liverpool host Everton, now under the management of Sam Allardyce. So despite being burned so many times already by Harry Kane this season, the armband is currently on the Spurs forward once again for the home fixture against Stoke. Stoke have conceded 15 times during away matches this season, ranking them 16th in the Premier League. Over the last 3 game weeks, only Newcastle and Huddersfield have conceded more big chances than Stoke. Follow FPLtips on Twitter to be notified of any updates to the team in advance of the game week deadline.